A Pirate's Promise by Rachael Lindsay. Once upon a gold doubloon. Tobacco smoke curled lazily from her pipe, spiralling upwards in languid coils as she gazed out to sea. Her lace-trimmed shirt was undone at the throat, leaving her necktie to dangle and flutter in the cool breeze. Taking a swig of grog from her flagon and wiping her mouth with the back of one tattooed hand, she began to sing softly as her pirate sat, cleaning his fine whiskers. As I strolled by the seaside one morning so fair, to smell the salt water and breathe the sea air, the waves they did call me, come here and play, and I followed their siren later that day, and it's so long ago, and so far away. And I'll sing my sea shanty forever, they say. Wooden crates and boxes were strewn on the sand around her, lids torn from their hinges, battered by wind and waves, their contents spilling out, glinting in the sunlight. For a greedy moment, the sea scoundrel considered them head on one side, like a parrot about to squawk, "Pieces of 8!" She saw the doubloons scattered carelessly, all polished and shining, their Spanish faces grinning. She saw the gold chains, crucifixes and pendants that had been ripped savagely from their owners, the clasps snapped and broken. She saw the rings that had been snatched from pleading, desperate fingers, the sparkling silver brooches and beautiful bronze bracelets torn from fair ladies, the fine goblets for fine wines, the buckles from belts and the daggers from dying men. And there was an exquisite jewelled dish, inlaid with gold and blood-red rubies, which lay on its side, almost forgotten. The treasures had been hard won. Piracy was a tough game, and many had paid the ultimate price, but the spoils were worth every man down, deep down in the depths. Bones on the seabed now, picked clean by the nibblings of many tiny teeth. Me tailcoat is tattered, me feet they have rot, but me pipe is me comfort, me rat's me mascot. Old shipmates are long gone for fish food, I think, so I'll raise me old flagon and take me a drink. And it's so long ago, and they're so far away, and I'll sing me sea shanty forever, they say. Out on the horizon, there was the dark shadow of a sea cave. It was small and tucked away, only just visible. The water around it was choppy. If she screwed her eyes up against the sun and stared hard enough, the sea crook could make out the white breakers on treacherous rocks. Her pirate perched on her knee, holding his ratty tail in one paw, and gazed out too. "What do you think, Romany?" The pirate blinked and scratched a flea. "Do you reckon we can make it? Under the cover of darkness, a few trips with me sturdy boat, a favourable tide and fair weather?" The pirate reflected for a moment. He twitched his pointy nose to sniff the direction of the wind, and then looked up at his shipmate. Her cropped, curly hair was wild and ragged and caked in salt. Her single hooped earring dangled and swung as she flashed him a wicked smile. He watched her take her pipe, tap the tobacco out onto a rock, and return her eyes to the water. "Well, Romany, what do you think, eh?" The rat dropped to the white sand, floofing it around him like flour on a baker's board. He stood before the sea robber and returned her grin, all yellow teeth and whiskers. "Romany Raticus, the ruthless rodent, laughs in the face of wind and waves," he declared. "Romany Raticus, the ruthless rodent, embraces excitement. Fetch the jasmine pearl, my lady." Pulling on her swallow-tailed coat, she scooped him up and popped him niftily onto her shoulder. Her old boat was waiting. "Let's go hide, my pretties, then, Romany. Let's go."